Mfundishi 13, CrystalSun. Excuse me for the camera. I'm so dedicated. I'm so serious that I'm gonna do it with a camera that's barely functioning. Okay, yesterday I was watching a video by a lady called Paula Hurlock, Hurlock, and she was speaking on the importance of sleep. Like, I feel like that's a great video. Her name is Paula Hurlock, Hurlock, and it's called it's the sacred techniques of sleep. How we live in a system where we don't value sleep as we should. So I'm gonna start off saying the human body, black people, African, you know what it is, has a clock within, a bio clock. It's linked in us. So it's aligned with the organs. It's aligned to how you think, how you feel, your mood, so on and so on. So like they taught us, it's 24 hours in a day, which some would argue that it's 12. So we would look at a job. We could talk about the jail, the shelter, the prison. So the body's supposed to be at sleep around like 9:30, 10, pushing it. So the jails, the shelters, the prison, they will wake you up around like 4, some 5:30. So you have a circadian rhythm. And when you woke up out of sleep, it's like talking on the phone and someone snatches out the plug. It's like being on the laptop and someone yanks out the cord. So that's why when you wake up, you're all drowsy and you feel very moody because you dismantle a process of healing. When you sleep, you are actually healing. So that's why you wake up moody and grouchy. So this is by design. I made a video called Watch How You React. And when you wake up with your system dysfunctional, you would be moody. So now that you woke, you grouchy, you already in jail or prison or just a regular job. So you done messed up the process of the heart, the kidney, the brain, so on and so on. So now that you woke, you have to go to what? A breakfast. You break the fast. You get your common diet, eggs, chicken feeders, you get the grits, the oatmeal. So not only that you have been woke up out of your daily process, now you finna go eat one of the worst diets. And hence the prefix in diet is eugenics. So it's more of this sleeping is more healing than we think that it is. Some people would argue that when you sleep, you go to another realm. I mean, that could be another video. A lot of people say sleep is the closest thing to the afterlife. That's another argument. So, sleep is vital. So we don't cherish sleep, so we wake up sluggish, angry, moody, so on. So you get the diet. Now you go into this place where it's over 1,200 people that did the same pattern as you. The job, just over broke. So everyone is going to the same place on the same frequencies. And we think about it, how come there's so many car crashes with people going to work? And prior to going to work, most of us stop by the drive-thru. After eating our chicken, our bacon, some people gotta have that extra rush. Gotta stop by the Dunkin' Donuts, get us that coffee. So we like spiked up. And we wondering Why? The reason being is because you've been woke up out of a process that wasn't finished. So someone yanks out your cord and you study going. So you go through the drive-through, you pull up to the parking lot, and everyone is on the same frequency as you. Everyone's cord has been snatched out. Everyone's moody. And you thinking to yourself, how come these people make all this money, managers, supervisors, and they always moody? I just gave you the answer. Sleep. They didn't get enough sleep. They at the vending machines, Monsters, Red Bull, I mean, they turning up. You see it, they be turning up. So that's the answer. We don't value sleep. Causes a lack of sleep, causes organ failure, stressing on the kidneys because you trying to stay up. And then you're in a function where you really don't want to be. Most jobs you really don't want to be there. So this is why at work people are arguing. But some people, they've been doing it for so long, repetition, doing that diet and staying up late for so long, they don't feel the aftermath. See, I would say because most of these these harmful drinks and foods, euphoria. It makes the body feel so good that the human don't think that it's something negative. So the bad foods taste good and the good foods taste bad. That's the game. So rest is very vital. Or you could be losing memory. Like that video that I watched, I was like, wow, like she was touching key points. Her name is Paula Herlock, Hurlock. So you should watch that video. I'm just brushing up on it because people really think that sleep is not vital. It's the process where your body heals. And you know, they say black people are still asleep. They need to be woke. No, we don't. We need to stay asleep. Because sleep correlates with healing. So why would you want to awake knowing prior to the funeral is the wake? So that's another. So yeah, that's another one I had to throw in there. And it's more of they want you to be woke to witness your living hell. When you go into public places, there's a number one rule. They don't want you to sleep. Libraries, malls. You know, most states is in public seating, public settings. Like, as soon as you nod off, someone tapping you, like, excuse me, sir, you can't nod off in here. You can't be sleeping out here. Why they don't want you to sleep? Because they know the process of sleeping. It heals the body. So I'd rather have you woke to witness your living hell. Jail, prison, they don't want you to do suicide because they want you to experience your hell. So that's the power of sleeping. And I could speak from the streets. It holds a negative vibe because we say, well, that person's sleeping on me, meaning that person is doubting me. And when you talk about spouses, we say, well, that person was sleeping with another person. So we don't value sleep because everything around sleep has this negative cloud. Everything around the word sleep is like negative. Oh, she was sleeping with another man. He was sleeping with another woman. Oh, that person's sleeping on me. He or she think that I can't do it, or you know what I'm saying? So sleep has been hidden from your mental for a purpose. When you sleep, you have dreams that could tell you about the future, or it can warn you about a fatal event. Mind you, you getting up 4 o'clock. Some of y'all don't even memorize your dreams because you getting your plug snatched. So you probably knew you was gonna get fired that day, but since they yanked your cord, you're not even you You don't have that clairvoyance, insight. You don't have it. That's why some of y'all just walk around on go. You could do anything. After all them drinks you drinking, you so wired up, then you come home, then you crash. And sleep it's on a setting where when you oversleep, it harms the body. And when you get less sleep, it harms the body too. So you have to get a perfect perfect length of sleep. Now, a lot of people say, well, every time I go to sleep for 4 hours, I have more energy versus when I sleep 9 hours. Because you done trained your body out of the natural process. Now you so smart till you're done. Till you turn 70, and then you try to keep on doing that, and then now you find out it's not gonna work because that was your 20s, that was the drinks talking to you, that was the sodas. Yeah, that was what was that of those drinks, that what was telling you that. Like all them sugars, all that hypeness, yeah, that's what was telling you that. That wasn't you. That's the chemicals telling you, like, it's in your body, it's in your cells, it's telling you a lie. Now you speaking the lie. Oh, I feel more better when no, it don't go like that. So, that's what it is. So value your so-called sleep, because it's vital. A lot of people think that it's just a process of going to the next day, which honestly it is, but you should make sure you're getting, I would say, more than 6 hours. I'm going off of my body. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the overtime, you got the overnight. So, when you look into the public spots, you got the 24 hours. The clubs close at 2, the bars close at 2. Everything that's fast food is 24 hours. I remember when it was just Mickey D's. Remember that? Now is every branch of food is 24 hours. So, long as I could keep you up, I could keep long as I could keep you up, I could keep you stuck. There's no value in being up after a certain time. Like, there's a saying, there's nothing open late but legs and clubs and bars. Like, so, and then you will hear people say, well, I'm going to sleep when I die. And that's why sleep has this negative cloud, because they have correlated sleep with death to keep you in the death culture. So you really party, you really stand up. You really think like now you got that mentality. So now you thinking, well, I get my rest when I die. How is it they correlate sleep with death? And that's why people say that I'm going to sleep when I die. Well, wow, that's crazy. But that's how it is. That's how people think. I don't want to sleep when I die. I don't want to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I want to be, you know what I'm saying? Why would you want to just be permanently asleep? So, it all comes from the school system, what people been taught, aunties, uncles, and that's what it is. But once again, go check out that video, Paula Herlock, Hurlock, The Sacred Teachings of Sleep. Check it out. She touched on everything from working jobs. It's just systematic, man. Like, that sleeping is everything, man. Everything, man. So, it plays a role because that's when the body heals. What is more better than having the body healing? So, you have to be safe when, you go to these jobs or being locked up or being at these shelters, because they play a whole different program. And then you get to see how opposite it is. Like, why they waking us up at this time? Why we gotta go to work at this time? That's why when you go to these jobs, when you get on the road, it be so empty. Because those are the people those are the people that value the sleep. When you talk to millionaires and billionaires and house owners, real estate agents, lawyers, after 8:30, they don't pick up the phone. Because they know. They know. You know, when you look at the crime rate, most crimes are done after a certain time. Now, them people or that person would have been sleeping, most likely you would never caught a felony. So it's like just to talk about it and like how we think about sleep is like, wow, like I would never thought it was that deep, you know, until I watched the video. So once again, it's Mfundishi 13, CrystalSun. I kind of went off today. I'm talking running my mouth, so I'm so happy to tell y'all about this video. Don't forget Paula Herlock, Hurlock, Paula Herlock, the sacred teachings of sleep. Watch that video, watch it again, add it, share it, download it, upload it, send it to me, send it to you, and then send it back to your grandma. Mfundishi 13, CrystalSun.